Like that's ever gonna happen. What a load.
Welcome back. And today we're gonna be doing Disney Channel shows tier list. And the categories are: number 1, best of the best. Number 2, good but not great. Those shows that are almost perfect in my eyes, almost but not close. Number 3, underrated. Some shows are swept under the rug and they are highly underrated. Number 4, average. They're like okay. You could watch it, but you're not thrilled about it. Number 4, a waste of time. Time wasters. And number 5, wait, that's 6. Number 6, haven't watched, haven't seen. First up, Big Hero 6. I'd say Big Hero 6. How do I feel about this right now? Good but not great. I feel like the whole superhero thing. I love superhero shows, man. The superhero themes. I like them. I like them a lot. I feel like this is like. I feel like the biggest takeaway from this is like the art side, the animation. Like we seen the movie, right, and we seen how that was animated. So if this show was animated in the same way as the movie, I feel like it would be the best of the best. But since that would be too expensive, then it has to be good, not great. Next up, My Babysitter's a Vampire. I seen all the. I think it was 4 seasons, 3 or 4 seasons after the movie, and it was good. It was good, yeah. It was good. It had a good theme song. It had good characters for the most part, and it was a cool little show, man. It was kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but for Disney. You know, they were trying to do all that, and trying to capture that magic. But like, you know, you can't capture the Buffy the Vampire Slayer magic, man. You know, that's for the grown folks. You know. Next up, The Emperor's New School. I feel like it was underrated. This show was a banger, man. After seeing the movie, I was like, I didn't think this show would work. To be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be like as good as it was, but they still captured the same characters, and I'm pretty sure they brought back the same voice actors that they did in the movie. Patrick Warburton and David Spade. I'm pretty sure they recaptured their roles, so it's underrated. Next up, Sunny with a Chance. Time waster, man. Time waster, man. I feel like with this category, I gotta be specific. It's like when I say time waster or a waste of time, it's two completely different things, man. Time waster is like you're looking at it, but it ain't nothing to you. Like this show was just all over the place. It was weird. It was just weird. They were on a set, right? It was like they were it was basically Saturday Night Live, but for like kids, right? And then it wasn't sad. It was behind the scenes of it. It was weird. It was just the whole show was weird, and I can't just like my mind can't just look over Demi Lovato starring in the role of the show. Every time I see Demi Lovato now, I just can't help but think like this lady, this you know, the coke fiend, man. She was really on Disney Channel. Next, Bunked. I haven't really watched it. My siblings watch it, but I haven't really watched it, and I don't really plan to watch it. Not really my niche. I don't understand. Rich kids go to a summer camp. That's it. Doesn't make sense to me. Next up, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Best of the best. Come on. Theme song, Here I Am in Your Life. You are mine. Yes, we have a sweet talk. Like, come on, man. That show was a banger, man. I could watch that show over and over and never get tired of it. It's weird. I liked it a lot. There was a lot of there was more to the show than like meets the eye. If you think about it, like London, she was actually smarter on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody than she was on Deck. That's weird, right? Yeah, that's weird. Next up, what's this? Oh my God, Dave the Barbarian. Underrated, bro. Underrated. Dave the Barbarian. That theme song has been stuck in my head for years and years, man. And the show, it was wacky. I'll be honest with you, it was just wacky. There was no central plot, but it's an enjoyable show. It's something about it, just enjoyable. My favorite episode has got to be that the music one when they turn into rock stars or something, and then the mule, the donkey, he starts singing at the end. That shit was beautiful, man. Next up, Milo Murphy's Law, from the creators of Phineas and Ferb. I have not seen it, actually. I had a glance of it, but like I haven't seen it. I'm not too invested in it like that. It's like I don't understand the appeal. Like for me, anyways. Like I'm not about to get into it. I feel like Phineas and Ferb, it was like really, really good. Like it was really, really good. And to create something else like with the exact same art style, like it's gonna be tough, to pull off. And I'm not here for it. And what's next? What's this? What's this? My eyes are deceiving me. Coop and Cammy? I haven't seen this. I don't know what this is about. What's this about? Coop and Cammy Ask the World. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is, man. I've never in my life seen this show. Next, Star versus the Forces of Evil. Star versus the Forces of Evil. Average. I've seen it. I watched it. With this show, I like the art for the most part, the art style, but I can't get into it. It's like when I see it, it even has a story, right? It's like if you've seen like Owl House or another show like Amphibia, like I haven't seen Amphibia, but I know of it. Owl House. Owl House. I like that show a lot, and it's like they're all in the same category of like they have unique art styles, right? And then they have like central stories in them. And Star versus the Forces of Evil falls in that, right? But I cannot get invested in this like show. I don't know. It's like I'm just not into it. So I feel like it's average. Like I could watch it, but like it's average. I won't get into it. Next, Raven's Home. Average. That's So Raven was a really good show. Really, really good. So like I don't like the whole appeal of like your offspring needs to continue a show. Like I feel like it's a cash grab, It's like everybody's having children and then they're just continuing a series. Like I heard like iCarly is coming up with a brand new next generation type stuff, and so is Zoe 101. Like I don't like that, man. I feel like you should just create a whole new show and try to like come up with new ideas, man. This everything's just a cash grab now, man. Where's the passion? Next, Sweet Life on Deck. It was good, but not great. A lot of the characters, they got dumbed down or like brought on, and they never really developed. It was just Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but on a ship. And then they graduated. It was a cool show, but it's like it's not better than Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. You feel me? Next, Wander Over Yonder. I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things about it. I've heard people were mad when the show got canceled because it was starting to pick up with the story or something like that. Sucks for them. Next, Wizards of Waverly Place. It was good. Not great. Some parts were really good, and then some parts were like, yeah. It was like, well, why am I watching this still, you know? But for the most part, it was good. Next, Big City Greens. Average. I haven't watched it like that, but like I like the art. I don't know what the story is mainly about. I seen like an episode, and I don't know. I think it was Halloween, and they were doing something. It was like the house was haunted or something, or like some farm animals were haunting the house or something. It was a weird episode. Halloween special. Next, Good Luck Charlie. It was good. That's all I could say. It was good. It was. That's all I could think of right now. It was just good. There's nothing for me to really expand upon. It was like the premise was kind of generic. It was basic. It was just another sitcom, just with a camera this time. Next, Elena of Avalar. Haven't watched. I don't know what this is about. Elena of Avalar. What's this about? She's a princess. Blah 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 blah. I don't know what this is about. A princess blah 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 on journey who fights evil sorceress Shariki. Took her parents from the kingdom. This seems kind of convoluted. I'm gonna be honest with you. Seems kind of convoluted. Too much. Bizarre time waster. As soon as they let that man Jake Paul on Disney Channel, I already knew. Oh my God, they were trying to get some cash. They were trying to grab some cash real quick. No way in hell, man. They did not let this man child on the station. That's crazy. As soon as I seen him on my screen, I thought it was a prank, man. I thought it was a joke. And then I heard he had a full-time job on Disney, and then he got fired. Damn, who would have seen that coming, man? Like, come on. Next, Girl Meets World. I have not watched this show, bro. I'm telling you, the craze with Offspring's continuing the lineage, like Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World, Raven's Home, That's So Raven. What else show? iCarly. What's it gonna be called? Super Carly. Come on, man. Come on, man. Girl Meets World. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that. Like, Boy Meets World was a good show. It was a good show. Now you want to continue? It's like it looks sappy. Like every time I see the cover, it looks sappy. It looks like I'm gonna cringe every time I see this show, man. It feels that way. Next, Tangled, the series. Underrated. I'll tell you right now. Tangled, the movie, was phenomenal. I love that movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it. When I first heard about it, I thought it was just gonna be another Frozen ripoff, right? And I didn't really like Frozen. I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna say it right now. I didn't like Frozen.
What did you say, nigga?
I thought Frozen was like average. I thought it was average. I thought it was just another cash grab, and it was. They had all these little kids singing "Let It Go" everywhere, not shutting up. They had "Let It Go" singing in 32 different languages. Like, come on, man. And when I heard about Tangled, right, it even have like it didn't have that much of a media frenzy like Frozen did. Cause like with Frozen, they had it like they had that commercial everywhere. They had that trailer everywhere. The first movie, they were trying to put it out there. With Tangled, I only seen like one commercial of it. Like, that's it. And I was like, okay, this movie's probably gonna be not that good. It's gonna be average. And then when I first saw it, I was like, wow, this movie's amazing. It was really good, man. And with the series, it follows the same thing, but it's just 2D. And it's just like what I thought about with Big Hero 6. But with this, it has a super focused story. The only thing bad I could say about it is it has a lot of singing, which isn't really my thing. Like, I don't mind a show or like a movie have singing in it. Like one of my favorite movies, Disney movies, animated, would be the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it has one of my favorite songs on there, Hellfire. And I think that's fire. There's a bunch of singing in there, but I feel like it doesn't take away from the movie. It like brings the movie up. With this series, it's a lot of singing. It's a lot, and it's like one or two songs throughout the like every 3 episodes. That's okay. But if you're doing a whole song every episode, like or almost every, it's like, come on, I ain't trying to see this. Next, Shake It Up. Average. Like you gotta get off the graduation goggles, because this show was average. I know it's Zendaya it was on it, but like that show was all average, man. She was average in there too, man. It's like she was just another character. It was a good show, but like it was just like average. I didn't think it was gonna go like super far, and it didn't really go super far. It had like 4 seasons. Yeah, Dog with the Blog. The fuck, time wasted. I don't know, like, why do some of these shows get greenlit? I already know a show's gonna fail like super fast, and it's a shame because some of the characters in there, they would have done really well on a different show. A lot of the characters in there, like the main cast, would have done really well on a different show, but it just had to be a Dog with a Blog. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, man. Why do this? Next, American Dragon, Jake Long, best of the best. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Like the show's kind of weird because like the first 2 seasons, it had a completely different art style, and when he turned into his dragon form, or he dragoned up, he was like bigger in a way, in a sense. He was a lot bigger in a bigger form, I should say. And then like the next 3 seasons, like they completely changed the art style out of nowhere. I feel like a different studio brought it up then. And then the story was still good, and the art was still good, but it was like it felt like it had a different impact, man. But it was still a really good show. Next, the Proud Family, the best of the best, man. It had only like 3 seasons, no, 2 seasons in a movie, and the movie was good, and the show was good, and they're coming up with a brand new or a continuation of the series of the show. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's gonna be gentrified or something. But at least it's back, you know. Next, what the hell is this? Stuck in the Middle. I haven't really seen it, so I don't really know what's it about. Stuck in the Middle. Stuck in the Middle. Oh, she's in it. Jenna Ortega. She was in the Babysitter Part 2, right? That movie was alright. It wasn't crazy, man. Being in a blah blah. Don't give me the rundown. The blah blah comes up with creative ways to stand out in her family's crowded house. Oh, it was just another generic show. Yeah, ain't too big. Next, Liv and Maddie, average. I don't like when shows do this too. Like you're the same person, but you're playing two completely different characters. Come on, man. You ain't Lindsay Lohan, man. Come on, you ain't Lindsay Lohan. Come on, man. It was cool in The Parent Trap because that's a whole movie, and that premise in that movie was fire, man. They were twins separated at birth. To parents who didn't want to see each other no more, and they got their parents back together. That was fire. What this is just like, Disney made this shit, man. Come on, this is crazy. Next, Andy Mack, man. I hate this fucking show, man. I hate this fucking show so much. Oh my god, I hate this fucking show. I hate this show. It's so corny, man. It's so corny. Every single line of dialogue is so corny, man. And didn't that dude it was either the dad or the grandpa. He got kicked out the show because he was a pedophile or something. And he was soliciting pictures from a minor. It was weird, man. I already know that. Only Disney. Next, as the bell rings. What the fuck? I remember this dumbass shit. This is a time waster. You know it was a time waster because this came from a period where Disney Channel didn't have commercials before. Same thing as Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. They had bumpers, and these bumpers, they were like mini commercials centered like for kids, and they weren't like advertising like anything until like these major networks started getting money. So they would create their own little like commercials featuring like their cast and crew and stuff. And As the Bell Ring was one of the premiere commercial things. I get bumpers, I guess. And it was just a mini series basically. It wasn't anything special. So it was basically the definition of a time waster. Next, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Good. Not great. This show was fire. It was like the first episode from the get-go was like they were on a plane. The bunny fucked up Mr. Whiskers, and then they got lost in the Amazon. It's kind of weird, right? You think like, and like Brandy, she thinks like her family's coming to get her because she's rich, which is kind of true. Like they'd probably come get her, but like in the Amazon, come on, man, they're good as dead, man. The show was fire. The art was fire. Theme song was fire. Just a fire show. Next. Bug Juice, the Adventures of Camp. What? I don't know. I haven't seen this. I don't know what it is. Bug Juice. My Adventures at Camp. What is this? What is this? I've never. I don't know. I don't know who. Well, I've never seen this. This can't be real. No way. Next, win, lose, or draw. What? Oh, they're making shit up now. No way. No way in hell. Win, lose, or draw. Somebody's getting a dirty slap. No way. They're making this shit up. This an actual show? It can't be. Never seen it. Code 9. I've never seen this either. Like I didn't do it. They're making this shit up. Like, I think Disney Channel, they just like green lighting stuff just to see, man. They're a bunch of trolls at Disney. Next, the Replacements, underrated. Come on, Todd and Riley were all so sad. Then they came across a Fleamco ad. Come on. They have phones to replace people at will anytime they wanted to. Imagine just picking up a phone, calling Fleamco, and then getting rid of somebody just like that. And these people, they They weren't even like lured away. They were bought, man. They were bribed to go away. That's crazy. How much money did that man at Funko have? Man, the premise was good. Art was good. They changed the art too in the second half, but it wasn't super recognizable. They just grew up. That's it. That's about it. Next, Jonas. Boy, time waster. I didn't like this show. I didn't understand it. What the fuck? I didn't understand it. I knew they were real people, right? But that they were like, it wasn't like a documentary or nothing. It was just a whole new show. It was like a sitcom or something. And this thought Stella, I don't know. She was finessing somebody, bad. She was finessing somebody. Conus, of course. Jonas, TV. No, my God. Oh my God. No, not that TV series. Yep, this is it. You know Disney was making bank off of this. They were making bank off of this. No way. You can't tell me they weren't making bank off of this. Like her, Stella. I'm pretty sure her name was Stella. Look at her face, man. She knows she's evil too. And her, like, I don't know. She looks familiar, but I don't know. This show, man. You can't tell me that this was normal, man. This is not normal. Next, Austin and Ally. Average. If you think about it, the premise is all over the place. Like, the show's all over the place. It's like, so the guy is talented, and then the girl, she could write songs well, and then the other two, they just so happen to be managers and have connections. Cap, man, cap, man. Next, DuckTales, the new series. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen this one, and I've never watched DuckTales the original. I'm telling you now, right now, woohoo. I know they do that, I think. But I've never seen it. I've never actually seen it. So, I don't know what to tell you. Next, Ant Farm. Really good. Really good. I didn't think it was going to last long, but, you know, I'm glad it did. It was a good show. Bunch of talented individuals going to school. I don't know why they went to school with normal kids in a sense. And when I say normal, I mean kids without talent. I felt like they should just went to they should have like made two sides of the school, like two buildings, one for the average kids, right, and one for the like gifted kids. And then the average kids would ultimately want to see what's inside the gifted kids school, right, a building, right, and they would strive harder to that. Like some of these like staff members, they weren't even working hard, man. You ain't striving to be the best. Like if I was the principal at that school, ooh, you know our test scores will be good, like immaculate. Cause no way. They put the gifted kids with the average non-talented kid. Like who would do that? It makes no sense, man. Next, what's this? Best friends whenever? I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna bother waste my time searching up either. It looks generic. Next, Even Steven. Best of the best. The clay animation intro is fire. Shia LaBeouf was fire, and it has so much potential. Cristiano Kim Possible was in this show. She's fire. Beans, he was in there, and that's Even Stevens, man. Go check it out. Fire. That's fascinating. Okay, they're just throwing shit out there, man. I haven't seen this shit. Fast Lane, and they spelled Lane with a Y. So, you know, that's obviously an individual's name. Next, Jesse. Good, but not great. But I have to tell you, it feels like that show went on forever. I felt like I was watching 10 seasons of that shit, man. It's crazy. Next, Life with Derek. Average. But I will say, I did watch this show, and it seems like torture, man. It's like you just gotta go watch this show. This show's a headache. It's just like her stepbrother, right? He's living two completely different lives. He's all cool at school, but he's a menace at home. It's kind of wild. I can't believe it. They put this show out there. Next, Casey Undercover. Average. I didn't watch it like that, but I seen a few episodes. Just like, okay, average. That's all I gotta say about that. Next, Kim Possible, GOAT. Best of the best. This is the longest running Disney Channel show, right? Like 6 seasons, I believe. 4 seasons. 5 long seasons and a movie. No, 2 movies. 2 specials. 1 special and 2 movies. Yeah. Fire. The season finale was fire too. Everything worked out well. I can say this had one of the best finales, man. It's just you just like it. You just love it. You feel it. Nice. Lilo and Stitch. Good but not great. The movie was great. The series was good. Cause I feel like it's just a feeling. You just gotta know, you know. You could tell, like, the movie was like flame. It was just fire, just amazing. I felt like they could have left the movie alone too, but like it feels like only just a movie and then that's it. It would have been fine too. They didn't really have to make a series, but the series was good. Next, the Buzz on Maggie. I used to watch the show. It's average, but it's cool. The theme song was a banger. Next, Hotel Transylvania. This shit's a time waster. I don't get it. It's like it's Mavis, but like she's a teenager, and then like the grown-ups in the movie, they're teenagers too. It just doesn't make sense, man. Like, have some consistency, you know. Next, Phineas and Ferb, Best of the Best. It's self-explanatory. It was like, I think these two are tied for the longest running shows in Disney. And Phineas and Ferb made Disney a lot of cash, man. That's why they made so many movies and gave the creators so much power. Kind of crazy. Nice. Fish Hooks. I feel like this is underrated. Fish Hooks was underrated. I don't know. It was funnier than like people give it out to be. And like, just go rewatch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It was funnier than people give it out to be. Next, Gravity Falls. Self-explanatory. Fire. Sauce. I feel like they could have added. It's only 2 seasons too. That's crazy. Like, I feel like they could have kept on going, but like Disney and Alex Itch, the creator, they had some differences, and he didn't want to put out no more, so he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna end it here. And I feel like he's gonna come back with it, but like I feel like it's gonna be on a different station, but like since Disney, they own the rights to it now, it ain't gonna be on a different station. It's gonna be on their time, so sucks about that. Nice. Lizzie McGuire. Fire. The movie was fire too, man. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of fire. Eduardo, my homie, he was stuck in the friend zone for like forever until that movie. But then once that movie hit, he was so in there. Next, so random. I haven't even seen this shit. Like after Sunny with a Chance, I didn't even watch this. Nah. Next, Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. The best. This show is so fire, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna cap. This show is fire. I don't know what's it about this show. It was so good for some reason, man. It was just so good. I was so invested in this shit, man. It was weird. I wasn't like super invested, but like I was invested. I really liked the show. I like some of the songs too. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody got to those things. And then they had Hannah Montana Forever to Anthem. It was good too, man. The series was fire. And then what's her name? Miley Cyrus was crazy, and it was like, yeah, that's it. And what's this? Prank Stars? I haven't seen it. Star Wars: The Resistance. I don't like Star Wars anything. I don't watch Star Wars anything. Next, Phil of the Future, underrated, bro. Phil of the Future. Come on, banger theme song opening. It had a fire premise. It was a cool premise. Like they're from the future and they come back for some reason. I forget why. Oh, their time machine broke. That's right. And then they were stuck in the present. And then he met this other kid. And then they formed a friendship. And then they were just living in the present, man. And then at the end, they went back to the future. That's about it. What's a fire show? Next, Shorty McShort. Average. It was one of those bumpers, but I feel like this one was better for some reason. Next, Sydney to the Max. Haven't seen it. That's So Raven. Best of the best. Fire. Corey in the House. Hey, it's average. We gotta leave this in the past. There's a lot of memes about Corey in the House, but it's average. It's good, but like it's average. Next, Descendants. I've never seen any of those movies, man. I've not seen one. I don't even know what was going on, man. They were going crazy about it. But you know what else people need to go crazy for? That ravioli. And I just gave you that formioli. Peace.